Many have goals, but it's only the wise who achieve it. So Toastmaster, fellow members, and guests, my father was one who's always set goals for me because he himself has achieved many. You have probably heard of the success stories of J.K. Rowling, Steve Jobs, and Thomas Edison. But today I'm going to share an unwritten success story of one Mr. Murugesan, who's my hero and also my father. He was born in the year 1943, and his beginnings were very humble. You can see in the pictures. And he was the son of a cab driver. And the cab driver was the sole breadwinner for the family of 9. And needless to say, finances were very difficult and unpredictable. And his 2 brothers, you see in the picture on either side, quit school at the age, not at the age, but at the grade of 8th and 10th to support the family. But my father, on the other hand, loved school, and he made excellent grades. So his family supported and encouraged him. And when he turned 12, he saw the situation at home, and he made a decision to quit school and go find work. And here I have a short story which I have titled A Basket of Tomatoes. A story that not only changed his decision for that day, but it also impacted his whole life. He was one day waiting for a job at a bus station where he knew vendors would bring baskets of vegetables. And he found the opportunity when he saw this man struggling with a wicker basket full of ripe tomatoes. And he ran at once to him and said, "Sir, can I help you with this?" And the man agreed, and he agreed to also pay him 2 rupees, which is equivalent to 0.029 cents. And off my father went with a basket of tomatoes over his head, because that's the only way he could carry it. And as he walked, the heat, the sweat, and the slow dropping of the tomato juice over his head and onto his face did not steal his joy, because of the energy and the enthusiasm and the excitement he had because of the 2 rupees he was going to get paid. It was his first pay, and he was very excited about it. So once he reached destination, he lowered his basket and was eager to get paid. But instead, the vendor just turned back and shooed my father away. He literally had no intention to pay my dad. My dad just stood there in disbelief, because the realization hit him that this man had actually taken advantage of his age, and he did not want to pay. So the initial excitement, enthusiasm, and the energy he had was now replaced with despair, disappointment, and total disgust of the situation. And it was very despairing that he could, at this age, be put to such an emotional task. His spirit was crushed. That's the day he made the decision. He's never ever going to put himself in a situation like this where somebody could take advantage of him. He wanted to make it big. He wanted to be his own boss, make his own money. And he thought of his 3 great passions, which was soccer, fishing, and teaching. Out of the 3, teaching was his favorite because he enjoyed telling stories to the neighborhood kids under one street light that there was in their community. And my mom here is one of those children who enjoyed listening to his stories. So he decided to go back to school. He finished high school and right away got an admission into an engineering college. And he joined the soccer team at school, and he also went on fishing trips on weekends. And lo and behold, 4 years later, he finished engineering, and he became a lecturer at an engineering college, and he worked there as a lecturer for 2 years. And during the 2 years, there was so much of restlessness within him that he realized there was more to life than just teaching, and he wanted to explore more to his potential. So he wrote civil services exams. And right away he got posted as a Class 1 gazetted officer in the Indian Railways. Soon, he was recognized as a distinguished officer, and he was the recipient of many awards. And you see here, the lower picture, he's getting award from a chief minister, Mr. Nidinjarian, and later on, a couple of years down the road, he was sitting with them. So education not only gave him the flexibility to change his careers from a lecturer to an engineer in the railways, but it also gave him an opportunity to meet the elite and to be one. And he also was one position away from becoming the general manager of the Southern Railways, which is a big deal. Education also gave him the wings to travel the world. He not only had a white passport, which is a diplomatic official passport, and he was invited by other countries to give his expert advice as well. And education gave him a chance to also give back to his community. His motto was to teach, which was each one teach one. And also he had the opportunity to pick a child from each family, an underprivileged family, and he would put them to school and train them and coach them and then put them to work. So his motto in life was to eradicate poverty one family at a time. And there are many families who have enjoyed the benefits of this one goal of his. At age 58 actually, 2 years prior to his retirement, he actually wanted to give back to the community by starting his own college. So he came to the United States, did his master's, went back and started his own school. So when a son of a cab driver in India could achieve so much in a lifetime, I wonder what each of us could do in this land full of opportunities. So for me, when I see children here in this country with so much privileges, it really pains my heart that not everybody is pushing each other, pushing themselves. So all I would say is identify your potential, make sure you have all the, take advantage of all the opportunities you have, and discipline yourself. It's a competitive world, so basically equip yourself and don't look for an optimal time, place, or a situation to pop up. Just grab every opportunity with both hands. And you will face setbacks, disappointments, failures, and pain, but in the process you will discover yourself and that there is greatness within you. And if you're breathing and alive today, you have a purpose in your life. And your present situation is not your final destination. And stay committed to your goals and dreams and envision it. And my question for you today is, do you have a champion in you? If you do, then go for the gold. Over to you, Toastmaster.